Hello, everyone. How you doing? How are you? I hope you're all good. Still trying to get my setup working. Not having it, which is great. But we get to see the game anyway, and we get to do the commentary. So I'll be with you in just a second, and we'll discuss the team selection and everything else. What is Mr. Lampard doing, do we think? So hold on 1 second. Setup I thought I could get working, isn't working. So, plan B, which is always good. We get my plan B up and running like we did before. Massive long day at work today. I'm still training people in Singapore, so I'm up at 4 a.m. in the morning training. So it's interesting. Let's just say that. I need to move that chat out of the way somewhere. I need to put my phone. I'm watching the game through my Virgin TV app on my phone. There's something going on at the minute with the situation with like Virgin TV and that. So if you're watching on Virgin TV and you've got OBS streaming, then you can't watch the game. It doesn't show the picture of the game for some reason. I don't know why. Let me just make sure I can hear myself and you guys can hear me. There you go, you can. So how are you all doing? What do you think of the team selection, people? So let's just say I put a tweet out on my, if you follow me on Chels on Twitter, Chels Daft, obviously. And I put a tweet out basically before the teams come out saying, I wonder what he's going to do with Thiago Silva being selected. Is he going to go a back three? Will he go back four? Will he go 3-4-3? Will he go 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 and attack them? And then I saw the team and I actually thought he might be right there, Mr. Lampard. So he's gone a back three to play narrow. As expected, Koulibaly, Fofana and Thiago Silva. He's got James and Chilwell as wing-backs where they can be most effective, which is great to see. But what he's done is he's done three-man midfield, and that's to combat Real Madrid's three in Camavinga, Modric and Toni Kroos. Man on man in that midfield, I'd imagine. But you might see the two of Kovacic and Enzo sit a little bit deeper and let Conte go and hunt that ball. But then you've got the two up front, Felix and Sterling. So it's an interesting team selection from Frank, I have to say. It's something that surprised me. But then again, I'm not surprised, if you know what I mean. So I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to happen and how the game plays out. But all we can say is fair play for the time being. But going for it, basically, which is what you want to see. We want to see a Chelsea team that goes for it, that tries to be tight, tries to stifle Real Madrid's play, and go for it. And he's picked an 11 that will definitely stifle what they're doing. The problem is, have we got enough going forward with the team we've selected to score tonight? I think we have. But what I will say is off that bench, the changes, the players we've got off that bench is unbelievable. So Real Madrid are in for a game and they know it. Just got to get my charger. Hold on. Sorted it, thank God. We should be all right. We should be rocking and rolling with the coverage. Hello, everyone, to the members and to my subscribers watching the live match commentary coming up. The only place to get ball-by-ball coverage on YouTube of Chelsea. I think their weakness is their back four, by the way. Let's get cracking. Exactly. Exactly. Let's get cracking, everyone. Let's have this. Without further ado, got to wet the old vocal cords. So, everyone watching, welcome along. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's Real Madrid versus Chelsea. Unfortunately, next week's game, I'll be in Spain. And I actually land in Spain on the Tuesday. So I'm going to be in a bar in Spain on the Tuesday night. So if I've got a Wi-Fi signal, I might do something from my mobile phone. Just watching the game. I can't commentate on a game with my mobile phone. But we'll see. I might have, I don't know. We'll try and sort something out. Either way, we'll try. If not, then what I'll do is I'll set a stream up for you guys to chat about the game as it's being played out. So, channel members, everyone, welcome along. If you want to join in the chat, then just all you got to do is he's going to speak to Enrique. I think he's already had a chat, hasn't he? He's chatted to us. He's chatted to Tottenham. No, just a 4-day break. Going on Tuesday, back on Saturday. With wifey and my little boy. Just to get away from it all for a little bit. Unfortunately, she chose a time where we're playing Real Madrid at home in the second leg of a Champions League quarter-final. That's wifey for you. The old scheduling. Thing is, she says, it's not on the calendar. Well, no, it's not on the calendar because we didn't get that far at the time you booked it. And now we've booked it. It's typical. So BT Sport are doing the coverage and they're showing us the games we've played against Real Madrid in recent seasons. So obviously the 2 games we played them where we beat them under COVID restrictions, where we beat them 3-1 on aggregate. And then there was last season. Just showing the Havertz Champions League winning goal again. And then there's last season, where at home we were demolished by Benzema on his way to the Ballon d'Or and the Champions League trophy again. What an outstanding player Benzema is, by the way. And then, as you know, last season, I had a feeling that we were going to go there and absolutely thump Madrid, and we did. 3-0 up, and then we were 4-0, but had a goal disallowed, as usual. And Real Madrid got out of jail, and literally with a great pass from Modric, which was just unbelievable. And then Madrid went on and won it. So they're basically highlighting the fact that Chelsea and Madrid, this fixture, whoever's won it has gone on to win the Champions League, I think, in the last 2 seasons. So now showing the Bernabeu Stadium, or the Bernabeu Stadium as it is with its renovations. Magnificent stadium, as we know. And Frank Lampard in his pre-match press conference yesterday was asked about it, and the players come into this arena and was very keen to say to people, don't get overwrought by it. Big time players, leaders, they become, games like this in this particular environment become men. Stand up, don't get overwrought. Focus on Cesar Azpilicueta on the bench. Shaking hands with a few of the photographers, locals obviously in Madrid. So the players are coming down the long stairs you've got for the Bernabeu, from the change rooms or the dressing rooms down to the pitch. Chelsea with the little bit of fence in between both sides that then stops at the bottom. Plenty of conversation going on between Madrid and Chelsea. Sir Edouard Mendy having a conversation with Camavinga. So is Fofana. Courtois having a conversation with N'Golo Kante, like little and large in the tunnel. But the players are waiting to come out. The Real Madrid's team is pretty much standard. I couldn't see they got a fullback unless Valverde's playing as a fullback. So Chelsea led by Thiago Silva, not Kante. Or is Kante the captain? I'm not sure. Either way. But the Chelsea bench is just unbelievable. So Ancelotti's making his way downstairs, having a chat with Koulibaly. He's obviously announced that he wants to stay another season to the end of his contract. Ancelotti with Thiago Silva. Plenty of build-up to this game. I've just got a funny feeling we're going to turn up tonight. I don't know why. We're in absolute shambles at the moment, and we just don't know what's going to turn up. But one of these days, we're going to turn up and play someone, and we're going to thump them 5 or 6. Why not be tonight? It's a little bit adventurous, I know, but if you've not seen on Twitter, I retweeted it. Todd Bowley was in Madrid and he was spotted by Sky News cameras, and the dude from Sky went in for an interview with him and he said, oh, it's a long-term project. Chelsea fans, just stick with it. And he said, we're going to win tonight, 3-0. That was Todd Bowley speaking. We're going to win 3-0. I'll take that right now. So, anyway, people, the players are coming out at snail's pace onto the pitch. Courtois is wearing all red for the goalkeeper strip. Real Madrid in all white, obviously. Chelsea in blue shirts, blue shorts, and dark blue socks. Being led out for the anthem, the Champions League anthem. How are you all feeling? Any score predictions, people, before game kicks off? Oh, that's good to see. Frank Lampard and Carlo Ancelotti, a big hug and embrace between the two. Joe Edwards and the staff. João Felix, you got to turn up tonight. Find that pocket of space and cause them problems. I'm thinking Felix and Sterling are going to cause their back 2 problems in Militao. I don't rate Edo Militao at all. I really don't. They cover his faults. Thank you, Jane. They cover his faults to the players around him. But is Rudiger playing? I'm sure Rudiger is starting. Alaba, Militao. Rudiger playing? I don't think Rudiger's playing. Is he playing? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Here's a team. Real Madrid, who's not playing Rudiger. Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Toni Kroos, Benzema, Modric, Camavinga. Camavinga's being touted as a left-back. Midfield, Modric, Kroos and Valverde. Up front, Vinicius, Benzema, Rodrigo. Back 4, Camavinga, Alaba, Militao and Carvajal. That's the area we got to challenge. No Rudiger on the bench. Everyone's on the bench for Real Madrid, including Eden Hazard. Chelsea's team, which is already put out. Let's see how it's advertised on screen by UEFA. Let's have a butchers. Now remember, I'm watching it on the app, the BT Sport app. I'm having to watch it on my phone here, down here, which is why my head's down. But I try and look up and talk to you guys as often as I can. Chelsea team photograph being done as we speak. Raheem, you got to turn up. You were useless the other day. Absolutely useless. So, Enzo, big game for him. Reece James, big game for him. And Chilwell. This could be the night where Europe take note of James and Chilwell again. They can have a massive impact on this game. With the likes of Vinicius. It's clever. Frank's, before the game plays out, it's a clever selection because the 3-man midfield of Chelsea is going man for man. You then allow Chilwell and James. So we've got back 3, Fofana, Silva, Koulibaly on the right as at Kepa in goal. Chilwell left, Reece James wing backs on the right. Kovacic, Enzo and Conte. Enzo in the middle, Kovacic and Conte either side with João Felix and Sterling up front. It's a 3-3-2-2 or a 3-5-2, however you want to play it. But I think the team selection on paper, looking at it now, makes a lot of sense. Let's see how it plays out. It's definitely been picked to be solid, but also stop them playing. And this little fella that's on screen right now, N'Golo Conte, back, fully fit, is just exactly what we need. The Chelsea fans were singing a song today in the bars. They were singing, "We got Super Frankie Lampard. He knows exactly what we need. Thiago at the back and no one in attack. Chelsea's going to win the Champions League." Could that be the case? We shall see. Anyway, Chelsea kick off, and we kick off and go back to Thiago, called Koulibaly to Thiago Silva. And he comes to this side again. Koulibaly on the left-hand side. Chilwell being shut down straight away by Rodrigo, but Chilwell's got back in and won the challenge off of him. Gone out for a throw into Real Madrid, halfway inside of our half, which they take short. Benzema's dropped off, plays a 1-2 with Rodrigo. Valverde to Carvajal, goes back to the halfway line to Alaba, playing next to Militao. Real Madrid just playing it on the halfway line. Chelsea pressing, found a little bit of space with Rodrigo come off the byline and plays it inside to Valverde. Back centre circle to Alaba, plays it out to left-hand side, 10 yards inside of half to Modric. Conte comes out to meet him. Lays it off to Vinicius. First chance to run at Reece James. He comes inside. 1-2 with Benzema. Collects it again. Another 1-2 looking for Valverde. Tackle from Koulibaly. Ball comes out to Militao. Plays it out to the right-hand side now to Rodrigo. Looking to get to the byline. Good block from Kovacic. Followed up by Chilwell and Chelsea get the ball away. Just up to halfway. João Felix with Rodrigo. Someone's fallen over. Ridiculous. Real Madrid have picked up the ball anyway with Valverde and he finds Modric. Centre circle. Plays it to Valverde again. To Vinicius. Shut down straight away by James. It's got an overlap left-hand side. And it's what's his face? Camavinga. Back to Vinicius. Camavinga left-hand side. Level the edge of our penalty box. Back to Cruz, who lays it off to Modric. Modric takes the touch out to left-hand side. Just Chelsea. Line astern defensively. Cross comes in. Away by Thiago Silva. Only as far as Valverde and Cruz, but Chelsea win it. 1-2 with Conte. And we're away. João Felix is away. Over halfway. Felix. One-on-one with the defender. He tries to turn inside. He doesn't. He shoots. And Courtois makes a save at his near post. Brilliant from Chelsea defensively. Set. Cross come in. We head it away. And we nip in front of the Real Madrid player coming onto the ball outside the penalty box. With little 1-2s with Conte. And I think it was it Conte and Enzo. And the ball's played from just halfway inside of our half, forward, and João Felix is inside of our half and he makes the run and he's away. But to be fair, is Militao gets back goal side of him and pushes him slightly wide of the penalty spot and he has to take the shot on and Courtois saved at his near post. Big chance for us early on the counter. Chilwell take the corner. Left foot in swinger, high, towards the 6-yard box over everyone and Toni Kroos volleys it up in the air. Conte heads it back inside the Real Madrid penalty box. Kroos lets it bounce. He's got Chilwell after him, or Felix, sorry. Goes out of play for a Real Madrid goal kick, but great first touch, or great first opportunity. And Ancelotti's doing his pieces. Real Madrid got caught high with one person back, and we caught them big time. We should have scored. Felix should have scored. Anyway, Madrid have come forward up to halfway line. Chelsea backing off, everyone behind the ball, behind. But for Sterling and Felix, everyone's lined defensively. Madrid trying to play it forward and Chelsea win challenges. He comes back out to midfield and they pick up again. Rodrigo, Valverde, ball inside Carvajal. They're about 30 yards from goal on the right-hand side. Carvajal looking for a ball and Chelsea lined up, very disciplined, defensively organised. Ball goes into Modric. He's clattered by Fernandes. Rest of play on. Playing it again and Conte's nicked off of Modric. We've got two runners. Sterling to the right, Felix to the left. Conte's being held up. He's taking it to the edge of the penalty box. Now gives it to Felix. Cross comes in towards the back post to Sterling, but Sterling doing his pieces. He should have been the ball played by Conte. But twice Chelsea have won it high from Madrid, and we catch them on the counter, and they can't deal with it. They really can't deal with it. Cruz plays it out left-hand side, Camavinga. Up to the centre, the halfway line, left-hand side to Vinicius. Met by Fofana, drives him inside, and eventually wins the ball off him. Vinicius on the floor claiming a foul. Referee doesn't give it. Fofana, Enzo, Felix, lays it off to Kovacic. First time ball Chilwell, halfway line, left-hand side. Little dink ball inside to Kovacic, 1-2s with him. Then we find Enzo, centre circle. Reece James in acres of space. We find him halfway inside the Madrid half. Chests it down and brings it, traps it in his feet. Back to Fernandes, just top of the centre circle inside their half. Now Kovacic, ball into the feet of Sterling. Lays it off to Felix and goes, trying to find him in behind. Blocked off by Real Madrid and they're trying to get the ball away. They eventually get it away to Vinicius. Driving up to the centre circle. Sort of halfway line. Fofana's taking him out. Going to get booked for it and all. Early booking for Fofana. He got himself caught one-on-one for Vinicius. As he come up to the halfway line, he went beyond him. And he just stood there. And Vinicius went down. First thing he's done is this. The referee's bought it and booked him. Fofana just holds his ground and he stands his position knowing that he's going to catch him. But noticeable, the ball went into Modric. Conte was all over him. Lost the ball. But Conte should have played it to Raheem Sterling, but he went the other way. He should have played it first time to Sterling. But when they broke, both of them, Felix and Sterling, were both sides of the centre halves running into space. We're causing them problems already. Our midfield, this formation's working. Anyway, the ball's gone back to Courtois and he's played it high out to Carvajal. He's played the ball up to halfway line. Modric flicks it up to Valverde, right-hand side on the centre circle. And he's playing it a long ball square over the top of Reece James to Vinicius. James goes out to meet him. Vinicius comes inside. Has to play it deeper to Modric. Halfway inside of our half. Square is Toni Kroos. One more Carvajal and Chilwell comes out to him. He goes back to Alaba. Alaba to Kroos. Back now to Militao. Halfway line. Chelsea's defensive formation is everyone. The two wing backs are dropping in to make a 5. Midfield 3 sitting in front of them, and the 2. And Madrid are trying to play inside, and then Chelsea not let them do it in a minute. Real Madrid with possession, they've lost it, giving it to Enzo. Enzo collects it, centre circle, and plays the ball over the top looking for Sterling. I think he's going to be offside. He's not. Referee carries on. Sterling collects it by the corner flag. Camavinga comes to meet him. Lays it back to Conte. He wasn't offside. The play continues. Now he gives it back to Sterling, who's driving inside. He's been taken down by Camavinga. Just outside the penalty box, 5 yards outside of it, 5 yards from the byline, and he's booked Camavinga. 2 early bookings in this game, but well done Sterling. For once, he takes somebody on. He's booked the left back covering Camavinga. It's not his natural position. Chelsea are having great joy in this game already. I have to say, I'm pumped for this. This is good. Real Madrid looks second rate. They're giving the ball away. We're winning it off them. We're hitting them on the counter. We're dangerous. And think of the legs and the players we got to come on second half. Anyway, Chelsea got themselves a free kick. It's about 2 yards from the penalty box. It's about 10, I'd say 12 yards from the byline. So it's just outside the penalty box, right-hand side. Lampard's up. Cardigan on. Grandad T-shirt, cardigan. Looking quite chilled. Chilwell's over it. And Reece James. Fofana, Koulibaly, Silva in the mix of it, in the middle. Rodrigo and Vinicius are a wall. Courtois asked for a wall. Enzo's back post. Felix front post. Cross comes in, he's overhit it, Chilwell. He's actually tried to have a shot and he's gone for far post. It's gone over the crossbar. Waste, really. Absolute waste because they've not got height. Think, Militao. They've got Alaba. He's not the tallest. Just get it in, mind you, saying that. I mean, we have to wait for the back 3 to push up. So we've got like the tiniest players on the pitch up front. Anyway, Real Madrid take the goal kick and they play it out to Carvajal and he goes back inside to Militao. Right inside of centre. Plays a long ball over the top looking for the run. The runner, which was Rodrigo, covered off by Fofana to Thiago Silva. Plays a good ball beyond Benzema to Chilwell. Kovacic drops near to him to give him the ball. Back to Koulibaly. Enzo, halfway inside of our half. Dink ball out to Chilwell again and trying to play a ball up the line, but a bit too slow. Shut down by Valverde. Throwing to Chelsea right in front of Frank Lampard. Chilwell takes it short to Kovacic. Feints to pass it back to him, then plays it off to Enzo. Plays a good ball to the right-hand side. High, lofted high to Reece James. Chests it down 10 yards inside their own half. Moves over halfway, but gives the ball straight to Toni Kroos. Trying to find Sterling. But well done, Enzo. He stepped up to challenge. They've had to play it backwards then. They're centre circle Madrid. They play it wide right now to Rodrigo. Shut down by Koulibaly and Chilwell when Chelsea have the ball back. Chilwell's lost it, but Kovacic mops up and finds Enzo. Inside of our half. Drives towards the centre circle from left to right and plays it wide right to Reece James. Inside their half, halfway now. Plays it back inside to Fernandes, top of the centre circle. And Kovacic drops deep, says, give me the ball. Plays it out to Chilwell. We're relying on Chilwell and James to get the ball wide. So when they pick it up in the middle of the pitch or right, just out middle, there's nobody outside of them. We've managed to work it to the right-hand side. Conte supporting Reece James. Back to Reece James. Edge of the penalty box, right-hand side. Forced inside again to Kovacic. Real Madrid are dropping deep. Everyone's deep apart from Benzema. Enzo crosses, looking for Sterling. Gets up, wins the header. Flicks it down, looking for Felix. The referee is claiming that there was a foul on Militao, who's at least 6 yards taller than Sterling. Militao is just a joke of a defender, if you ask me. Anyway, Real Madrid have got a free kick. They played it out to his right-hand side, up to halfway. Carvajal, shut down by Kovacic, and Chelsea trying to win it back, but Felix can't get there. Militao, outside of his penalty box, plays it wide left to Camavinga, drives inside towards the centre circle, across from left to right, and now plays it square to Valverde. Goes one more forward to Benzema. He's at the drop deep, and Koulibaly's all over him, forcing him back inside his own half to Militao. He collects it and plays it back out to his right-hand side on the halfway line. Carvajal and Kova comes out to him. Back to Militao and Felix is after him. Cross to Alaba and Sterling saunters over there. So he can play it out to left-hand side to Carvajal. It goes forward to Modric and back to Carvajal. Just over halfway, inside of our half now. He moves out towards the left-hand side. Conte steps out there. Reece James is covering off Vinicius. He's gone back to Toni Kroos. Carvajal steps inside. Rodrigo on his outside collects the ball now as Real Madrid come forward. Edge of our penalty box, 1-2. With Benzema and Rodrigo. It's blocked and comes out to Militao, centre circle. Kroos stops deep, top of the centre circle inside of our half to collect it. Chelsea with that defensive formation again. They're defending narrow and forcing them wide. They come wide to Rodrigo. Chilwell against him. Kovacic helps out, working hard, Kova. Valverde. They're going nowhere, really. They're going backwards. Carvajal, he's had to go back to the halfway line. But he's overplayed it. And Alaba's had to drop in 10 yards inside his own half to collect the ball. Kroos drops deep, and Chelsea let him do it. And he's looking for a long ball over the top. And Thiago Silva beats Benzema to the ball. But Real Madrid wins second ball. Driving inside 1-2s. Benzema shoots near post. Kepa saves it, nice and simple. Benzema's dropping off and he's trying to link up as the other two come inside. Vinicius and Rodrigo are coming off the bylines, look for 1-2s of him. He got a 1-2 with Vinicius. He turned Thiago Silva, but he's wide of the 6-yard box left-hand side, and Kepa had his front post covered. Chelsea drive the ball forward up to the centre circle with Kovacic. He goes wide left-hand side to Chilwell, back to Kova, to Enzo, to Koulibaly, left-hand side of centre. He's forced back to Kepa. Benzema goes to shut him down. So Kepa launches it out to his left-hand side to Chilwell. Has to track back halfway inside of half to collect it, and he does, and plays a little ball inside to Kova. And Koulibaly plays a great ball looking for Conte's run. Militao's had to cover him. Well done, Conte. Back to Courtois. Chelsea's little triangles is working well. Every time we get the ball wide to our wing-backs, one of the midfielders on each side goes across to support him and give an option. Anyway, Militao's walked up to 10 yards inside of his own half and played a raking 50-yard ball wide left to Vinicius. Up against Fofana, booked already, supported by Reece James. Blocks the cross, and it's a Real Madrid corner from our right-hand side, their left-hand side. Good save, Kepa at his near post. Had it covered all day long. Reece James was there as well, to be fair. Good save, Kepa. We can win this game. Why we're playing. Real Madrid corner. Modric to take it from our right-hand side, their left-hand side. A right foot in-swinger from Modric towards the 6-yard box. Big header away by Koulibaly. Toni Kroos heads it down halfway inside of our half to the right-hand side to Carvajal. Takes 2 touches, then gets a cross in towards the back post. Nobody's there, so Kepa comes and claims it. Comes into his penalty box, looking to throw it out early, and eventually finds Chilwell. Takes a touch, looks inside to Kova. Square of him is Enzo. He's got acres of space to move up to the top of the centre circle. He's got a runner, João Felix, but I think he'd been offside. Overplays it anyway. It goes right all the way through to Courtois. But Felix is looking for that ball from Enzo all day long. Madrid have possession. They brought it up to the halfway line. They meet our Chelsea defensive lines and play it wide right to Carvajal. Halfway inside of our half. Rodrigo forced inside by Chilwell. Faces up to Kovacic. Then Enzo thinks twice and goes backwards. Valverde. Militao. Modric, centre circle. Collects it. Little ball inside to Benzema. Shut down straight away by Conte and Koulibaly. And the ball comes out to Camavinga. Modric, halfway inside of our half. Dead centre. Looking for an out ball. Benzema drops off again. Lays it off to Rodrigo. Ball over the top. Chelsea block him off with Reece James. Brilliant move. Kepa collects it nice and simple. James spots his run. Just steps in front of him. Back to him. Benzema can't do anything about it. He can't get a foul for it either. Anyway, Kepa rolls it out to Thiago Silva, who collects it and plays it wide right to James, who's being pressed and shut down by Camavinga. and he plays it square to Enzo. Back to Kepa. Plays it wide left to Chilwell. Modric is pressing. Chilwell plays the ball inside to Kovacic. Valverde gets there first. Cruz collects it. Felix and Sterling's after him. He's played it square to Valverde. Left-hand side of centre's now Benzema, trying to find a run of Vinicius. Well done for Fofana to cut it out. He's been forced backwards to his own corner flag, and he's given the ball away. Vinicius inside the penalty box. Fofana challenging. Vinicius goes down. Referee wants nothing doing. Referee says play on. Conte up against Camavinga, holds off the challenge. Back to Enzo, who plays it off the Real Madrid player, and they collect it and go back towards their own centre circle. Modric now. Chelsea deal with it so far defensively. Modric wide left now is Cruz. Camavinga. Dummies James and comes back inside to Modric, halfway inside their own half. Every time Madrid get the ball, they got to face 3 midfielders and then 5 defenders in the formation, with Felix and Sterling working hard in front of them. Camavinga looking for a ball to Benzema, held away by Thiago Silva to Enzo, but he loses possession. Valverde shoots from distance, high and wide. But they're trying to open us up, and we're not letting them do it at the minute. Really not letting them do it at all. But Enzo lost possession. But to be fair, Koulibaly straight out to Valverde, shit his pants, and he's hit it 10 yards high and wide. Showing Vinicius, Fofana wins the ball, and Vinicius just goes down for no reason. He should be booked for that, Vinicius. To be fair, Fofana went across his toes, looking at the replay from behind the goal, got away with one. Anyway, Chelsea possession high, looking for the massive Raheem Sterling to win the header, and he doesn't. And it goes all the way through to their own penalty box, which Militao says to Courtois, I'll have that. And he plays it to Toni Kroos. Left-hand side of centre, deep inside his own half. Lays it off to Valverde, and Chelsea now press. Militao under pressure. They've managed to play through that, and they play it through to left-hand side now. They've got Vinicius up against Fofana, booked already. Supported by Conte. Goes towards the byline. Tries to get across him. Blocked away by Fofana. Trickles across to Kepa, who collects the ball nice and simple. Well done, Kepa. Well done, Fofana, so far. You've been booked. You've got to be careful with your challenges. Anyway, Kepa looking for an out ball, and he's got one. It's Chilwell again. Pressed now by Carvajal. Chilwell ball inside to Enzo. Doesn't help Enzo. It's too short. Manages to get it away. Chilwell finds Koulibaly. Comes off the Real Madrid player for Chelsea throw-in. 10 yards from the corner flag. Deep inside our own half. Chilwell saying to Kepa, why give the ball to me? Well done, Fofana. Brilliant challenge. Brilliant challenge against Vinicius. Chelsea throwing deep inside of our half. Chilwell's pinched 5 yards. Plays it to Conte. Gets it back. Plays it off of Carvajal for another Chelsea throw. Carvajal's doing this to Real Madrid fans already. Chilwell again to take the throw in. He's got Kovacic up the line. He's got Conte short inside, blocked off by Carvajal. And he's got João Felix up against Militao up the line. Just got up the line. He goes square to Conte. Gives it back to Chilwell, just launches it forward to nobody. And Madrid win it back. What a waste. Camavinga, Toni Kroos has to go back inside his own half to Alaba. Militao now, in the right back position, finds Valverde, shut down by Kova. Back to Militao. He plays it back inside his own half, bottom of the centre circle to Alaba. Back to Militao, right-hand side now, on the halfway line. Valverde's outside of him, and right on the byline is Carvajal, finds him. Valverde goes to make a run. Does, and now plays it outside to Rodrigo. They've worked the space. Cross deflected off of Koulibaly out for a Real Madrid throw-on. Taken quickly back to Carvajal, and he's gone back towards the halfway line to Militao. Militao, back to centre circle to Alaba, plays it wide left to Camavinga. Chelsea shuffle across. Sterling's working back in as well. Toni Kroos now, quarterback position, collects in acres of space. Modric, Camavinga, Modric. Camavinga again. Front up by Conte. Goes back to Alaba. All Real Madrid's players are inside our own half. All over the top from Militao. Easy for Koulibaly to read, and he collects it. Gives it to Chilwell. Tries to flick a ball up the line. Chilwell's complaining that he keeps being given the ball, and he's being pressed and shut down straight away. Just get it forward is what he's saying, and get the players up the pitch. That's what he's saying. And I agree with him. Chelsea throwing about just short of halfway inside of our half, left-hand side. Chilwell throws up the line to Felix, who does win the flick on to find Sterling. Sterling wins the ball, flicks it forward, but Militao just gives him a strong shoulder. And they collect the ball deep inside their own half, and it goes back to Toni Kroos, bottom of the centre circle. Sterling's in front of him. They got runners in behind, runners short. They got runners on the wings, and Chelsea just holding position, pushing forward and pressing up, squeezing the play. Benzema's dropped into the right wing position to collect the ball. Shut down by Kovacic, so lays it off to Militao. Back to Alaba. Left-hand side now is Camavinga over halfway. It's Modric, in fact, up the line for Vinicius. Just keeps it in play. Tries to turn Fofana. He can't. Actually, Reece James, he tries to turn him and Chelsea win back the throw-in. I'm watching on the phone and the distance is in the far, so if I get the players wrong, apologies. Anyway, Reece James takes a throw into Thiago Silva and he gets it back. Deep inside our own half. Trying to play it up the line. We're playing it too slow. We're taking too many touches. We're dribbling it back. Toni Kroos, halfway inside of our half, left-hand side. Plays it centre to Carvajal. Step forward. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Vinicius. And they've scored, Madrid. Ball over the top to Vinicius. He gets in behind Fofana and he touches the ball towards goal. And Kepa can only palm it to his left-hand side. And there's Benzema following up. And Benzema scores from 2 yards to make it Real Madrid 1, Chelsea 0. Chelsea are just being too slow in our own possession. We're trying to play balls up the line. And in doing so, they can see what we're trying to do. And they're shutting us down. They're pressing our fullbacks. Ball over the top. Vinicius beats Fofana to it. Flicks it goalwards and Kepa's on the stretch. He gets a fingertip to it. But Benzema's already got the run on Thiago Silva and Koulibaly and taps it home from 2 yards. 1-0 Real Madrid. But Vinicius got goal side of Fofana. Fofana needs to do better there. Silva and Koulibaly look straight away over, looking for an offside, which is not given, I don't think. So Benzema scores again. 1-0 Madrid. Chelsea done great 15 minutes. The last 6-7 minutes, we're just playing too slow across our back line to our wing backs. And they're being pinned and they're being pressed. The Chelsea come forward from the kickoff. Kovacic tries to win it. It's been shut down by Valverde. Carvajal, deep inside his own half, plays it up halfway to Rodrigo. He dummies it and everyone misses it. So Thiago Silva mops up. Plays a good ball to Conte. Now we're in behind them. Conte driving forward. Reece James to his outside. Plays it to him. Inside the penalty box. Drives a shot. We've had a shot. Sterling saved by Courtois. What a save from Courtois. Brilliant ball from Reece James. Sterling goes near post. Flicks it towards inside the goal. Did it hit the post? It wasn't. It was Courtois. Literally, Courtois turns it around the post from 6 yards. Brilliant play. Brilliant cross. What a save from Courtois. I don't like the snake, but that's outstanding. Should have been 2-1 Chelsea by now. Anyway, corner. Chilwell, left arm aloft. Left foot in swinger from the right-hand side. Towards the near post. Held away by Benzema. Heads it straight out of play. Halfway inside their half now for a Chelsea corner. Great cross, Reece James. Great touch, Sterling. And it's going in and Courtois fingertips it around the post. Brilliant save, Courtois. Sterling can't believe it. Madrid's defenders are giving him high fives and all sorts. And Sterling's standing there like that. How's he done that? Outstanding save from Courtois. Anyway, Chelsea high in Real Madrid's half. Throw in. Reece James to Sterling. Back to Enzo. Pressured straight away, but fouled by Toni Kroos. And Chelsea have got a free kick. About 10 yards in from the byline. And it's, I'd say it's about 30 yards from goal. Enzo's been caught. He's hurt his knee. You know, he's caught him on his shin, Toni Kroos. He's given him a good old whack on his shin. Is he up? He's up. Enzo's up. So, Chelsea have got themselves a free kick here. So, Reece James to take it. It's about 30 yards from goal. He goes short inside to Conte. Conte crossed it towards the middle of the penalty box. Chelsea flick it up high. Fofana trying to win it. Comes out to Thiago Silva, who goes to play the ball high. And Toni Kroos has gone down, claiming he got whacked in the face by Silva. Did he? Oh, he did, yeah. He got caught. Toni Kroos has put his head right down there. So, yeah, Silva's foot was high. And he did put his hands up straight away, Silva. Acknowledged it. Free kick to Madrid, taken quickly back to Courtois, 6-yard box. Plays it wide right to Militao. He plays the ball up inside to midfield, and Modric beats Conte to it, but Kova's after him, and he gives it away to Raheem Sterling, halfway inside their half. Outside of him is Enzo, trying to find a ball inside, and he can't. Blocked off by Valverde, who's the outstanding player for Real Madrid. Out left-hand side, Vinicius is now running our defence. Up to the edge of our penalty box. Up against Fofana. Goes round him. Shoots. Cleared off the line by Thiago Silva. Well done. Straight into the arms of Kepa. Well done, Silva. And Chelsea come out left-hand side to Chilwell. Driving forward over halfway. And he's been fouled. Pushed over by Valverde. That's a booking. No attempt to play the ball. It's a booking. Chilwell's doing that to referee. Enzo. Yeah, he got pulled back by Camavinga. Vinicius beat Fofana again. He didn't actually... He flicked it up in the air over the keeper, but he played it square. So Silva sort of made a motion to go back on the goal line and then just adjusted his body and just flicked it away to Kepa. Anyway, Chelsea taking the free kick backwards to Thiago Silva to Kovacic. Plays it wide right to Reece James. 5 yards inside their half. 1-2 with Sterling. Forced back to Enzo. No card, no. Kovacic, centre circle, plays it wide inside of the right back position to Reece James, but he's lost it to Toni Kroos. And he goes to Vinicius, inside to Benzema. Beats Reece James, but there's Conte after him. So he goes back to Camavinga, shut down by Sterling. Halfway line, Real Madrid. Kroos and Modric exchange passes. Goes back out left-hand side now to Benzema, who's worked his way out there. Plays it back to Alaba, halfway line, and Kroos says, give me the ball. Chelsea not pressing, just sitting in defensive shape, asking them to play the ball. You wonder if you go to press and open you up, which is probably why they've been told just to sit in your formation. Chelsea through Sterling, Reece James, and Fofana win it back. Enzo, halfway inside of our half, drives up to halfway. Little dink ball to João Felix, and then Enzo loses it to Modric again, and then a mix-up between, thank God, between Vinicius and Benzema goes through to Kepa. He rolls it out early, right-hand side, out to Raheem Sterling. I'm too easy looking at Benzema and bloody Vinicius at the minute. And now Felix plays it back to Enzo, halfway line. Chilwell makes a run, left-hand side. He plays it out to Conte, who's wide right. Conte. Up towards the edge of the box, tries to play a ball across. It's been blocked, but comes out to Enzo. And trap it and find Kovacic square of him, halfway inside of our half. And Koulibaly steps forward and goes beyond 2 Real Madrid players. Koulibaly tries to find Sterling, unlucky. Camavinga got a toe in and took it off Sterling's foot. Otherwise, Sterling was inside the penalty box. Free. Ball played up high to Benzema. Beats Silva to it, but Koulibaly covers and plays a great first-time ball on a half volley to Chilwell. Thiago Silva, Kovacic, halfway line. Goes square to Enzo. Enzo. Wide right is Reece James. 5 yards inside their half. Little ball inside to Conte. Back to Enzo. Little 5-yard passes. Enzo to Felix, who turns them for the end. And he's away, Felix. Chilwell to his left. Felix takes a shot, blocked. Unlucky, but he turned the Real Madrid defender, just turned him to pieces. Benzema collects it deep and lays the ball off to Carvajal, but Chilwell, busting the gut, over halfway, back inside his own half, collects it. Well done and back to Kepa. Chelsea now in the ascendancy again after the goal. Enzo, wide right to James, who's got some time. 10 yards inside their half. Conte goes beyond him. Fernandes comes inside. Sterling drops off and says, give me the ball, and gives it to him. Sterling collects it again. Real Madrid defenders. Takes on one. Can't beat them. Real Madrid win it back with Modric. Conte takes it off him, but Toni Kroos mops up. Valverde does, sorry. And Valverde's the legs in that midfield for Real Madrid. My God, what player he is. Camavinga gets it back from Benzema. Plays it wide left to Vinicius, halfway line. We need Reece James to get on Vinicius because Fofana's booked already. Anyway, Real Madrid just taking their time. They're playing it back 10 yards outside their own penalty box. Alaba, Militao and Kroos to exchange passes. And then Militao, under pressure from Kovacic, falls over. They played a 1-2 with Valverde and he's away, over halfway. Wide right is Rodrigo. Koulibaly comes across and wins a good challenge. And then Valverde picks up the loose ball. Edge of the penalty box right-hand side. Plays a loose ball. Wide left to Camavinga. Takes a touch. Inside to Modric. Outside of the penalty box is Benzema. Ball inside to Rodrigo, looking for little 1-2s and plays it out to Camavinga. Cross comes in, looking for Benzema. Koulibaly heads it away. Sterling does well to hold up possession and finds Kova. Enzo, João Felix back to Conte, who finally boots the ball clear. Sterling can't beat Alaba to the ball and Camavinga wins it again. Halfway inside of our half, but gives it straight to Conte. Sterling turns one, plays it wide right to Conte, drives forward, up against Camavinga. And just falls over. Loses possession and then they play it to Modric, halfway inside their own half. Dead centre now. 1-2 with Valverde and Vinicius, and there's the ball right inside to Benzema. Rodrigo's gone inside. Benzema's come outside. Edge of the penalty box. Chilwell holds him up. Comes back inside, but gives it to Fernandes, thank God, and he plays it into João Felix, who's got to do some work here. He's been fouled. Well, he hasn't been fouled. Toni Kroos has got the ball. Referee says play on. He can't believe it. Sterling and Felix are kind of a bit isolated at the minute. Anyway, Modric collects it. Carvajal, halfway inside of our half. Chelsea again, defensively line astern, narrow. Madrid play it across midfield to left-hand side to Camavinga. He plays it back inside to Modric. One more Militao. Then Valverde gives the ball away to Enzo, but he gives it straight back to him. Modric in a little bit of space, a pocket out halfway inside of our half. There's a run, Benzema, covered off by Silva. Kepa comes to meet as the ball went over the top from Camavinga. Well done, Kepa. There's a goal in this for us. I'm telling you, I've got a feeling. Anyway, Kepa's held onto the ball this time and now gives it to Koulibaly, who plays it forward looking for Felix rather than to ignore Chilwell. So Chilwell's going to go at him earlier. And we give it away halfway line. Just got a hold on to possession, Chelsea at the minute. Kroos, Carvajal, Militao, Valverde. Vinicius has popped up on this right-hand side. Sorry, that's Rodrigo. He's worked his way out left-hand side. Halfway inside of our half. Modric collects it from Camavinga. Chelsea line astern defensively and through midfield. And they've played little triangles. Camavinga's found Vinicius. Edge of the penalty box. Forced backwards by Reece James to Modric. Alaba finds Toni Kroos, top of the centre circle inside of our half. He plays the ball inside to Rodrigo. Camavinga now, he plays to Carvajal, playing right winger, nutmegs Koulibaly with his ball through. There was a run, Rodrigo, and Kepa and Thiago Silva communicate well. Kepa comes and collects it at Thiago Silva's feet as he gets a push from Rodrigo. Both go flying. Nothing's given as Kepa's got the ball in his hands. Koulibaly finds Enzo, raking past wide right to Reece James. Got some space now. If we can keep doing that, Camavinga's isolated. We play it back inside to Enzo. Wide left is Kovacic. Left-hand side is centre. Halfway inside their half. Go back inside to Enzo. Centre circle. Ball over the top to Reece James again. Acres of space again. Vinicius doesn't defend. James has to be held up. Fofana. Enzo. Fofana. Back to Thiago Silva. Inside of our half now. Left-hand side, Koulibaly. Little ball inside to Sterling, who's dropped deep to get it. He gives it to Kova. Plays it to Chilwell on the halfway line. Back to Koulibaly. We're going nowhere, really. Thiago Silva, bottom of the centre circle. Wide right. Fofana collects it. Drives forward inside. He's evaded a couple of challenges. He's been brought down. The referee says no, play on. They've won the ball back. Benzema lays it off to Valverde, who drives forward to the left-hand side now. Halfway inside of our half. Held up by Reece James, and Reece James wins it and gives it to Enzo. Fofana lays it off to Conte. Reece James back to Conte, halfway line. Looking for an out ball. He's got one inside to Fernandes. Kova plays it back, out of trouble, away from Modric. Fofana inside to Fernandes. Ball wide left here, looking for Chilwell. Carvajal steps in front and wins it and finds Rodrigo. Finds Benzema, lays it off back to Rodrigo. 30 yards from goal. Benzema right inside the centre, looking for a 1-2. Rodrigo finds Rodrigo, shoots. Kepa does well at his near post to block the ball and does well, Kepa. He closed his legs, didn't go through his legs and done really well to block it. And Chilwell's picked up the loose ball by the corner flag and now plays it high to nobody. Felix is isolated. He can't get in the game now, Felix. Madrid are bossing it. We need someone to hold the ball up. That's where your Havertz comes in, second half. Madrid with the ball, halfway line. Valverde, Toni Kroos exchange passes. It comes to this right-hand side. And then Modric has dropped in to get the ball. Halfway line, Chelsea pressing with Sterling. He turns away from him. Looking for an out ball. He hasn't got one, so he plays it to his right to Rodrigo. Carvajal. Rodrigo. Chelsea doing well, pushing out defensively and forcing him back inside their own half. Alaba, centre circle, left-hand side of it. Camavinga's on his outside. But if we can pin him, because every time Reece James gets the ball, he's got acres of space. Vinicius doesn't track back. And you're relying on the legs of Kroos. Anyway, Real Madrid on halfway have played it to Modric, who's beaten Kovacic to it, but Koulibaly does brilliantly well to hold off Benzema, but then gives it away wide right here. Real Madrid side. Forward, outside of our penalty box, playing across from right to left. Valverde, Camavinga, Rodrigo, 30 yards from goal. Little dink passes and Enzo steps in to win it and finds Sterling, who's held up. But between Enzo, well, Sterling gives the ball away again. Madrid swarm on Sterling or Felix. Every time they get the ball, there's 3 defenders and we keep losing possession. Rodrigo comes forward, edge of our penalty box. Ball inside, outside the box to Benzema. Shoots, deflected, straight into the arms of Checker. Kepa even. Falls on it, nice and simple. Chelsea's joy is on the right-hand side. If we can get someone out there to pin back Camavinga, the space is there all day long. Kepa's done well. Anyway, Chelsea possessions played to Enzo in his own penalty box. Under pressure, had to play it wide right to Fofana. Finds James. Silva. Ball inside to Conte. Enzo. All over the top. We've got a runner. It's Reece James. Got acres of space in behind Camavinga. Takes his time to bring it down. Looks for an out ball. Turns inside. Camavinga goes back on the outside. Gets to the byline. James. Cross low towards the near post. Sterling's on the penalty spot. Felix is behind him. Goes straight towards the near post to Courtois. And he's had a right go at both of them, Reece James, to make the run. And nobody did. Madrid play it forward over halfway. Koulibaly beaten by Rodrigo. Driving forward now. Left-hand side of the penalty box is Vinicius. Benzema drops to the penalty spot. Oh dear, they knew what they were doing. They played it to Rodrigo. He gets to the byline. Vinicius goes 6-yard box. Benzema pulls to the penalty spot. He picks out Benzema, who's blocked off, and the ball goes away for a corner to Real Madrid. Their movement, those 3 up front, and their understanding of each other is outstanding. Silva read it all day long, cleared it away on the edge of our 6-yard box. Well done. Real Madrid corner from our right-hand side, their left-hand side. It's not. It's given a goal kick. Oh, he's actually given an offside. God knows why. Anyway, we'll take it all day long. So Kepa's asked everyone to push up away from his penalty box. He's going to launch it high to God knows who. Free header for Camavinga, who heads it straight back to Courtois. God knows why we just did that. It's because the man mountains up front is Felix and Sterling. Anyway, Madrid's played it out to left-hand side and played back to Courtois, who's under pressure from Sterling. Finding Carvajal, shut down by Chilwell. Finds Valverde, he's shut down. Carvajal by his own corner flag, been pressed by Chilwell. Clear it up to Rodrigo, and Koulibaly steps in to win it off of him. And does well to play it out for a throw into Real Madrid. About 25 yards from their own byline. Come on, Chelsea, you're winning this game. Riding our luck at times. They take the throw in across the defensive line. It goes to Camavinga. Halfway inside his own half. And his out ball is Vinicius. Up against Reece James. Plays it inside to Modric and goes to make the run. And James is after Vinicius. Vinicius beats him to it. Plays the ball first time to Benzema. Great clearance. Thiago Silva read it all day long. Conte mops up in front of Modric and finds Enzo, who turns Modric. Gives it to Conte. Reece James. No mucking about. Back to Fofana, get rid of it. Deep inside his own penalty box, shut down by Madrid. It's gone out of play for a Real Madrid corner. They're pressing high, Madrid, and they're having great joy from it. They're putting our 2 fullbacks in the wide areas. They're getting caught at the back, and the either side centre-back is getting pressed as well. And we can't live with it at the minute. Real Madrid corner's taken short. Vinicius drives along the byline. He beats the first defender. And they just give the ball away, Madrid, and we've cleared it away for Real Madrid throwing. Halfway inside their own half. Cruz finds Modric. Cross comes in. Headed near post. Near post header from Rodrigo. Kepa read it. Benzema was sniffing everywhere. But Chelsea keep giving the ball away. And the problem is the ball doesn't stick either. It was a header from Alaba. Anyway, Chelsea with possession. Just playing out from the back again and being pressed. And we're being forced into errors here, but Kovacic finds Enzo. Being pressed again, he's had to rush, and he's done well. Fofana, now they've sold themselves, we've got space. Fofana can drive up to halfway. He's got Sterling short. He's got James to his right-hand side. He gives it to Sterling. Sterling finds Reece James. You've got Conte, Felix, and Chilwell inside the penalty box. Fofana finds Enzo, finds Conte. Enzo dribbles round 1 or 2. Looking for an out ball, trying to find Sterling, but the ball's deflected away by Alaba and Cruz collects the loose ball. Plays it to Militao, being pressed by João Felix. They play it forward to Rodrigo, being pressed by Chelsea. They play it through the press, and Benzema 1-2 back heel. They find Vinicius. Now they're breaking over halfway. Madrid. Vinicius up against Fofana. Cross comes in. It's poor. Evades everybody and goes out of play. Thiago Silva straight away at Chelsea players, about just giving the ball away and losing our shape. They're showing a goal again. It was Carvajal's ball. Vinicius, who done well up against Fofana, got himself the wrong side Fofana, and he got pinned. And Vinicius just taps it goalwards. Kepa gets a hand to it on the stretch to his left-hand side and plays it straight into the feet of Benzema. Anyway, Chelsea possession on the right-hand side worked well, and Conte's over halfway, driving forward. But a loose touch from him, the ball's gone out of play for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Chelsea keep giving the ball away and possession away at the minute. And it's very... Anyway, Vinicius up against Reece James. He's come inside on the halfway line and James has clattered him. Free kick to Real Madrid. AC Milan's 1-0 against Napoli, by the way. Benassa scored for them for half-time. Madrid possession has gone back to Courtois. Launched it high. Koulibaly's going to beat Rodrigo to it, and he does, and it's a Real Madrid throw-in on the halfway line. Carvajal to take it. And he does. And Thiago Silva's got to beat Benzema to the ball. He's been pushed over by Benzema. Claiming he didn't touch him. Great play from Thiago Silva. Brilliant play. Benzema knows it. So Thiago Silva's having to go at Koulibaly, saying, don't sell yourself. When they took the throw in, they threw it over his head. Aspi's warming up. He might play Aspi as a right-sided centre-back and take Fofana off. Anyway, Frank's up. He's up, comes to the technical area. Kepa's to take the long goal kick. Kepa launches it high. Out to his left-hand side. Free header from Madrid, from Militao to halfway. And James chests it down to Thiago Silva. Enzo finds James. James plays it wide right to Fofana. Fofana back to Reece James. Inside centre circle to Kovacic. Kovacic is able to turn with space. Madrid are backing off. Koulibaly, Kovacic. Inside the centre circle to Enzo. Ball one more is Fofana. James, Fofana, Enzo, Fofana. Conte comes off the byline. Inside for a pass, but he plays it inside to Felix. First time he's touched the ball in about 15 minutes. Then Fofana just loses it to Valverde. Again, Fofana's got to come off. Valverde, edge of the box, right-hand side, shoots straight down the throat of Kepa. And Thiago Silva's given him a right rollicking Fofana. Got caught in possession by Valverde, who's the unsung hero of this Real Madrid team by a mile. Outstanding player. Shoots straight down the throat of Kepa, to be fair. Anyway, Chelsea possession. Played out left-hand side to Chilwell. Halfway inside of our half. He turns inside Carvajal. Then feints to go back outside and goes inside and drives forward. Well done, Chilwell. From left to right. Just lays it off to Reece James now. Kovacic driving forward inside the Real Madrid half. Up towards the edge of the penalty box. Plays it to the feet of Sterling. Tries to find Kovacic. 1-2. 5 Real Madrid players crowd him out. And then eventually Rodrigo comes away with the ball. And Sterling's chasing him down. Don't give a free kick away. He doesn't. Well done, Sterling. He comes away with the ball. Well done. Enzo. Halfway inside their half. Looking for an out ball. He's only got Felix, who's got 4 defenders around him. But he's got Reece James, who's sorting out to the right-hand side. Conte's out left-hand side. Enzo. Holding up possession. Now finds Reece James wide right against Camavinga. Ball inside to João Felix, who dropped deep to collect the ball. Lays it back outside to Reece James. James has to turn Camavinga inside and does, and holds him off and goes square to Kova. Koulibaly finds Chilwell for 30 yards from goal. Koulibaly. What's happened here? Referee's blown for half time. 40 minutes or 45 minutes. My clock is very slow. But he's actually blown for half time. And it's Real Madrid 1, Chelsea 0. And all I'd say is a great start from Chelsea. Playing really well. Pressing high. Good possession. Getting in behind them. Madrid couldn't live with us. They couldn't get any balls in behind us, or they couldn't get playing through midfield. Then Madrid come into the game. And Chelsea, when Madrid have got the ball, Chelsea's sitting, I'd say they're sitting about 10 yards off the halfway line. And you've got Sterling and Felix playing pretty narrow in the middle of the pitch. They're not going wide to chase people down. They're sort of staying in the middle of the pitch. We've then got the midfield three, and we've then got the back five. So you're relying on the two fullbacks to push forward. And James and Chilwell are getting pinned. And every time the ball goes wide to them, they're getting pressed straight away by Real Madrid's Carvajal. He's got nobody else he's got to look after. There's nobody else up front wide. So at the moment, you've got Toni Kroos or you've got Valverde dropping in and helping Militao and Alaba, making a free at the back, which is giving license to Camavinga and Carvajal to push on and press our two wing-backs. And at the moment, this game at the moment, Real Madrid are having more joy pushing our wing-backs backwards than we are pushing their wingers backwards. So Madrid, we all know what they're like. They're an outstanding football team. The understanding they've got that front three is amazing. And they've got him behind us a few times. Kepa's made 2 or 3 good saves at his near post. Easy saves as well down his throat. But the one moment was they had a little bit of space where we backed off a little bit again. Inside our own half. Carvajal collects it right inside the centre, about 35 yards out. And Vinicius come off the byline. He's made a run inside from outside, inside the penalty box, over the top. And he plays a perfect ball, Carvajal. And he makes contact with it about the width of the post, the near post, coming in from that left-hand side. And he makes contact with it. I'd say it's around 12 yards out. 12 yards, maybe 10 yards out. So Kepa has to react quickly because he plays the ball to his side. He dives, Kepa, and he gets a fingertip on it. And he prevents it from going in the goal, but he pushes it sideways. And of course, Benzema, being the predator that he is, gambles that Kepa's going to do that. And as the ball comes out to him, there's no one with him, and he taps the ball home from 2 yards. So, in saying that, Chelsea had a great opportunity early, ball over the top on a counter-attack, and João Felix started his run from inside his own half, and he sort of ran out of legs a little bit, and he got to the edge of the penalty box, and he was forced slightly wider by Militao, and Courtois saved it, simple. But the big chance we had in that half was down the right-hand side, which is where we're going to get joy. Just got to play people on that right-hand side because Vinicius doesn't track back, and Camavinga on a booking already is being pinned because he's got to deal with Reece James when he eventually does go forward, James. And on the right-hand side, Conte drives forward and he plays it outside of him to Reece James, who looks up, edge of the penalty box, outside of it, and he crosses the ball into the near post. And Raheem Sterling on the edge of the 6-yard box, or just inside it, flicks the ball goalwards. And I'd actually say it's inside the width of the post is where Sterling's position was. And Courtois has come across that post. Sterling gets ahead of the defender, flicks it goalwards, it's going in, and Courtois from nowhere dives down and just pins the ball around the post. Outstanding save, but honestly. So, the positive thing is, for the most part, we're doing all right. Yes, they've had a lot of possession, but it's in their own, it's sort of going backwards. They sort of go backwards to go across to find an opening, and they're trying to suck us out. But we're sitting there defensively in our positions, not allowing them to do it. We're forcing them to go left-hand side or right-hand side, not through the middle. But when they do eventually suck somebody out of their position, they find space and they play that little killer pass, little 1-2s with Benzema dropping off or Vinicius. or Rodrigo coming in from that byline into the middle, and he's making that run Carvajal. So the players on the bench we've got in attacking positions, you're looking at Ziyech, Mudryk, you're looking at Havertz is there, Pulisic is there. You've got options to change it, but again, as we're saying, it's a two-legged game. Very cat and mouse at the minute, the way we're playing. But yeah, so let's look at some of these comments from the members. Thank you, members, for joining in and getting involved as always. Smash the like button, everyone, for me. I've got 97 people watching. I've got 37 likes. If you can give me up to 50 as soon as possible, that'd be amazing. So it's just a bit of a shame that we conceded that goal. Got caught with a run for Fafana. I think Fafana's going to come off at half time. He appears to be the weak link at the minute because he's already been booked early by Vinicius, doing him on the halfway line. So I think you're going to see Aspi maybe playing that right-hand side. Or you might play Reece James as a right-sided centre-back and play Aspi as a right wing-back. I'm not sure. But interesting to see what Frank does here. So again, Chelsea play it out from the back. We play it to the right-hand side and we give the ball away. And because we give the ball away, they win it, play it through midfield, and the ball goes over the top, and there's Benzema who steps in. So, Sterling needs to be hooked here. He's been absent up top. I agree with you. Yeah, we need to attack. I'd play wingers. I'll play actual wingers. I'll go 4 at the back. I'll go 3-man midfield and 3 men up front. Play 2 wingers with a striker. But João Felix has been absent for 30 minutes of that game. Good for the opening 15, but because there's such a distance between our midfield and those two, they're getting pinned and isolated, and it's just every time they get the ball, there's 5 players around them, or at least 3. So I'll just make the pitch big, make it expansive, attack Camavinga. He's not being supported on that right-hand side. Whether that's Hakim Ziyech, whether that's Mudryk, whether that's keep Sterling out there as a winger, I'm not sure. But the problem is you open up and you get... If that's the worry for Frank Lampard and all of us. If we go to attack them, they can pull you apart and you end up conceding 3 or 4 and the game's over. So they're looking at Courtois' save again. Great from Conte. Gives it to Reece James. He's 5 yards inside the penalty box, just inside of it, right-hand side. He just opens his body up. Plays a great first-time ball to the 6-yard box to Sterling, who flicks it in front of Militao, and Courtois makes an amazing save around the post. Brilliant save from him. Can't stand the snake, but that was a great save. But a very different game to last night's game, the City Bayern Munich game. Both teams wanting to attack each other. Yeah, Kepa's been good as well. But come on, Chelsea. Give a good second half. Do you stick or do you twist, people? What would you do in the chat? Frank, do some magic. Says Alonso, need goals second half. And we did want to finish this quick. Ozzy, take a deep breath. Alonso, it might be our best 11. Paul, we played occasionally need to move the ball faster. Alonso, will you take 1-0 to the bridge? Yes. And Paul also said take the chances. Benjamin says, I think Sterling needs to be hooked. He's been really upset up top. Lost almost every ball he's touched. I want someone to attack Carvajal. Paul, only to finish 1-0 here. Ben, I'll take 1-0 at the bridge for sure. I can't show it for him. We'll get 1-1 tonight, though, hopefully. Ozzy, I'd love to see Mudryk. Jane, the snake's been good, but so has Kepa. And Paul agrees with Jane. Exactly. So, if you're watching and you're a subscriber and you want to get involved in the chat with the fantastic channel members that are here, as you can see, it's only £1 a month. All you got to do is hit the channel homepage, click that join button, become a channel member, and you'll be able to comment on the live match commentaries on this channel. Hopefully you are enjoying it. Come on, Chelsea, big half. What we need. So, I have noticed though, when it is channel members chat, the numbers of watchers goes down, total views goes down, but it's a reward for people that support my channel and go the extra mile, which I appreciate. Each one of you, all my subscribers, I appreciate, but I especially appreciate my members as well. So thank you guys very, very much. So just putting up with all the adverts before the game kicks off second half. Would you make changes? It'll be interesting to see if we do. And if we don't make changes now, how long we wait to make those changes. Make sure you wet the old vocal cords. Just on the beaver towns at the minute, the neck oils, which is all good. Who's been a passenger first half? Sterling and João Felix. And after a good start for Fana, I have to say, he's been beaten by Vinicius' pace. He's got the early booking. He made the mistake for the goal. There's a saying, I think his head's gone. So you got to be mentally strong, I'd imagine. Playing in that position, obviously playing in a big stage in the Champions League. And if you have a bit of a moment, you got to be strong enough to clear it from your mind and carry on. If you carry it as baggage, it affects you in your game. And he looks like it's affected him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Fofana coming off. He's been solid for the most part for us. Just tonight, he's been turned inside out, unfortunately. A couple of good challenges, though, against Vinicius in that first half. But most of the time, he's been a bit of a passenger, I have to say. Keep Felix on, but pull Fofana and Sterling. Bring the wingers on and go for it. There's Ben. Alonso. It's like we always play without a striker. Well, that's the problem you got. Aubameyang's not registered, is he? With the first 10 minutes, make changes if Super Frank doesn't make them to start the second half, says Jane. Good shout. I'm hoping they make one at half time. I'm hoping. We shall see. So, Sydney UEFA advert for online abuse. Very strong, powerful video, actually, that, I have to say. Come on, Chelsea. Come on. Have a big second half here. Make a bit of a statement. Get some confidence from this game and take it into the Premier League. So remember, people, I'm 1 minute delayed. Going back to them in the studio. Due to kick off in it, second half, 9 o'clock. Lose track of time. Well, up since 4 this morning. So BT Sport are focusing on Vinicius and Rodrigo and how they play wide and their movement at the moment. They've got a camera high up in the stadium looking at where they start. So both of their starting positions are right out on the byline. So that's what's occupying Chilwell and James. And then they come inside. So you got the example here late in the game where we play it to Sterling and Felix and we lose it on the edge of their penalty box. And the view looking down the pitch high, you can see that both of them have got no interest in defending. They've both pushed up to halfway line, but they're both as wide as you can be on the byline. So as soon as Real Madrid turn the ball over, our back three have now got the two players playing wide, either side of Silva, have now got to go out to them. And that's what causes the problems. Anyway, Chelsea are back out in a tunnel for the second half. Loftus-Cheek's warming up. Mudryk is... All the subs are warming up. No, it doesn't look like any changes being made yet, but they're looking at a focus at the minute. They're focusing on Loftus-Cheek. So you could see Fofana off, James on that right-hand side, and right inside centre half, and you could see Loftus-Cheek playing as the right wing back, maybe. But he's still warming up, and so is Havertz. They're just looking at, I guess they're discussing, because I've got no sound, I can't tell, but obviously they're talking about potential changes. So let's look. The final's out second half. There's no changes from Chelsea at half time. No changes at all. Chilwell and coach is deep in conversation. Thiago Silva deep in conversation with Mendy. Good to see Ashley Cole on the bench. Outstanding. Come on, Chelsea. Kepa's made a point of talking to Reece James here. And I guess he's going through what he sees. So, Frank looks quite focused. Madrid's still waiting in the tunnel. Having a chat with the officials, as always. Madrid come out with the officials. What more can you say? So Madrid come out. No changes for them, I don't think, either. Chelsea need to score. I'll take the 1-0, obviously. But I'd love to have a goal first 15 minutes this second half. Just put a cat amongst the pigeons and see what Real Madrid do. So I think if we score, I think Madrid sit back a bit. They've got to beat the weekend. James and Fofana in deep in conversation as well. That man right there, Valverde, how much is he worth these days? Unsung hero, but my God, the bloke, he covers ground. So Chelsea kicking as the camera, TV coverage from left to right, towards the end where the supporters are high in the stand, and Madrid kick us back off again. Alaba plays it wide left here to Camavinga, shut down by James. He's given the ball, nearly give it to Felix. Anyway, Militao, ball over the top high, looking for Vinicius. Well done for Fofana, and his start position again was on the byline, right out wide. Fofana deals with it, heads it back to Kepa, who just strolls it out the left-hand side to Koulibaly. Enzo, first time ball to Chilwell, but he's been pressed, and 1-2 with Kovacic, doesn't come off. Goes out of play for a Real Madrid throw-in. 15 yards inside of our half on the right-hand side. Our left-hand side. Look, a foul throw. Anyway, flick forward by Modric to Rodrigo, out of play for Chelsea throwing, level with the edge of our penalty box this time around. Chelsea got to just deal with Real Madrid's press and expect it. We've got to be more confident with our passing. Our passing is a bit laboured. At times we're playing balls too slow. By the time they reach the man that we're looking for, Madrid have already pressed us. Anyway, we tried to play it forward. Madrid just blast it towards our penalty box. We half clear it. The ball's come out left-hand side to Vinicius by the corner flag. Up against Fofana. Stand up. Don't dive in. He does. He forces him backwards to Camavinga. Benzema's come out to his left-hand side to collect it. Gives it straight to Conte. Conte tries to find a pass inside, but it's come to Sterling over halfway. Sterling driving forward. He's got two Madrid players after him. Holds it up, does well. Plays it inside to Enzo. Kovacic. Chilwell, level the edge of their penalty box. Felix and Sterling inside the penalty box. Reece James on the outside of it. Conte hanging out just outside the box as well. Fofana or Chilwell and Kovacic hold on to the ball and play it back to Koulibaly. Real Madrid got back in their shape. Kovacic collects it centre circle. Looking for an out ball. It's Reece James all day long. Conte to Kovacic. Plays it left-hand side now. To João Felix. Collects it. Looks for a ball. He's got no one forward. Chilwell. Kovacic. Ball square to Conte. Little dink ball inside to Enzo. Ball outside to Chilwell. There's a run from Kova. Back out to Chilwell. Too strong. Just about keeps it in play. Rodrigo tracks back by his own corner flag to get rid of the ball. And Carvajal tries to clear it. Blocked. João Felix inside the penalty box. Wide left. Back to Conte. To Enzo. Camped inside their penalty box. Felix shoots. Never going to beat Courtois from that angle. Straight down his throat. But good from Chelsea. Good pressing. Good pressure. Courtois, easy save. Above his head, just collects it. Good start again. Got to keep it going, though. That's the problem. Madrid, right-hand side with the ball. Play it forward up to halfway. Chilwell gets up Rodrigo. Plays it out of play. Rodrigo goes flying and turns around and claims he's been fouled. Referee has none of it. Real Madrid throwing. 10 yards inside their own half. Taken short. Carvajal, Rodrigo. Gets it back Carvajal and plays it across his own defensive line to Alaba. And he's got Conte after him. Back to Courtois. Conte's chasing him down. Courtois right-footed. Launches it high. And plays a great ball over the top, looking for Rodrigo. He's beaten Koulibaly, but Koulibaly's doing well to get back in. Well done. He got his arm across Koulibaly. And he looked like he's going to get beat, but he's holding on to his hamstring. Koulibaly, I think. Have I just seen that? Right, he is. He's holding on to his leg. He's walking, but he's just feeling his leg at the minute, Koulibaly. But he's done really well there to turn on the afterburners. Well, he played it out left-hand side to Felix, who's been brought down by Carvajal. But Koulibaly was 5 yards short, and he's made up the time, and the run on Rodrigo. He's felt his leg, Koulibaly. Anyway, Chelsea possession after the replay. Comes to Reece James outside their penalty box. Tries to turn Camavinga, gets a foot in and finds Enzo, who shoots from 30 yards over the crossbar, 10 yards over it. Come on, Chelsea. You're doing well pressing. Koulibaly laboured. I think he's all right. I think he just felt something, but he's managed to shake it off, I think. Madrid trying to play out from the back, and Chelsea have won it. But João Felix gives it away, but Kova wins it. Been blocked off. They've managed to get away with it. Modric, well done. Conte. Couldn't get there. Now Vinicius. Ball's gone out of play. It hasn't. They're saying play on. Vinicius up against Reece James. Turns him. He's away. Byline. Up against Fofana. Pulls it back to the edge to Benzema. Centre circle. The D outside the box. Modric. Ball goes 2 yards wide of the top corner. They know what they're doing, Madrid. They get to the byline. They put it back to the penalty spot on the edge of the box. There's Benzema waiting every single time. But Vinicius, up against Reece James, gets the better of him, then stops and pauses, then goes again, and that's what beats James. He gets to the byline. Fofana comes out to him, and he gets it to the back of the penalty box by the D. Benzema just lays it off to his left-hand side, and Modric, just inside the penalty box, curls it, aiming for top corner, and it skims. In fact, it skims over the bar. Hits the back of the netting. That's how close it was. Chelsea possession forward to Reece James from the goal kick. Heads it forward. Sterling can't get there. Madrid win it back again. Carvajal plays it to Rodrigo. Halfway line is Valverde. Finds Modric. One left to Vinicius. Up against Fofana. Takes him on again. Fofana gets back in on goal side. Comes inside Vinicius. Fofana went to dive in then. Plays it Modric. 1-2 Benzema, but with Chelsea win it back. Felix holds it up. Tries to play a ball to Conte. And Conte's been just crowded out of it by Valverde. Modric, in fact, and gives away the free kick. But as soon as he win it, there's nobody forward apart from Sterling, and he's got two defenders around him. There's no out ball. We need Kai Havertz on. Anyway, Madrid, Camavinga plays the ball inside to Benzema, trying to hit it on the volley, just outside the 6-yard box, covered off by both Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, and Kepa falls on it. Anyway, Chelsea possession with Kepa, finds Koulibaly. Plays the ball forward to Kovacic, back to Koulibaly under pressure, back to Kepa under pressure, launches it high towards halfway. Easy for Militao to win it in front of Sterling. Head it back towards our penalty box. We let it bounce. And Koulibaly finds Conte. Poor pass to Reece James and win it back again, Madrid. Cruz. Valverde. Back to Militao. Felix is after him. Goes back to Kepa, and Chelsea pushing up now. Kepa plays it wide left to Camavinga. He's got loads of time to collect it. And then fronts up Reece James and comes inside Camavinga. Looking for an out ball, and he's got one back this side to Modric, who fills in left-back position. Modric now. 10 yards inside of our half on the byline here, left-hand side. Koulibaly's down. Koulibaly's done his hamstring. That'll be the change. Koulibaly. He made the run with Rodrigo. He done fantastic, Koulibaly. He got his arm across, got his body in the way. Done well. Played the ball back to Kepa. Then he turned and he felt his hamstring straight away. Done brilliantly well, Koulibaly. Done so well. Rodrigo he's trying to outmuscle him, Rodrigo, using his head. Like he's trying to get, he's literally got his arm across him and he's just holding off. He's just jockeying him as he goes back, Koulibaly. And they're bringing Cucurella on. Cucurella's going to come on for Koulibaly to keep that back free. So yeah, unfortunate for Koulibaly. He's been playing well. Yeah, he's off for Cucurella. Get a bit of guidance from Ashley Cole. Will they change formation with this? I'm not sure. What would you do, people? Do you change it now? But the first substitution is 54 minutes. And Cucurella comes on. Anyway, Real Madrid have got possession of the football. They play it back to Alaba, back to Militao, back to Alaba, inside his own half, left-hand side of centre. And he plays a long ball over the top, looking for Benzema, straight away in behind Cucurella, who does well to head it down to Chilwell. Chilwell, up towards the halfway line, on the byline. Turns away from a challenge Rodrigo, brilliantly well, and plays it inside to Kova. Enzo, bottom of the centre circle. Madrid backing off, ball over the top, looking for a run. He's got one. It's Reece James, collects it up against Camavinga. Inside to Conte. Enzo, with some space, goes square to Cucurella. Cucurella, back to Enzo. Little ball inside to Kova, back to Enzo. To Felix, 1-2's it with, looking for Kovacic with a 1-2, but they win it back with Modric. And Chelsea do well. Conte nicks it off of Modric and plays it back to Silva. Reece James to João Felix, tries to turn and dummy the defender, but he can't. And they lose possession. And Toni Kroos now over halfway. Ball up the line, looking for Camavinga, but Fofana gets in. Does really well. Plays it off of him for a Chelsea throw-in. Deep inside of our half, right-hand side. Level the edge of the penalty box. And that runner, or the person that closed him down, was Valverde again, who's everywhere. What a player he is. Anyway, Reece James take the throw-in for Chelsea. Cucurella is left-sided back free on the left-hand side, replacing where Koulibaly was. So, throw-in from James, gets it back from Conte and plays it forward, looking for someone. Got nobody. Madrid launch it forward and we win it back. Enzo, wide left to Chilwell. He's got some space. Over halfway. Plays it square inside to Sterling. He's got Felix off to his right. He's got Chilwell to his left. He holds it up and plays it backwards to Cucurella supporting. Chilwell holds it up back to Cucurella. Plays it inside to Enzo. Little dink ball trying to find Kovacic. Gives the ball away. Toni Kroos. But Enzo's trying to win it back. And he clatters Valverde. And it's a a free kick to Real Madrid. Enzo, stupid little ball. Trying to play 1-2s with Kovacic. Little flick ball. Gives it away. Anyway, Madrid taking their time with a free kick. It's halfway inside their own half. Modric collects it. Plays it just over halfway to Vinicius. Comes inside and gives it straight to Conte. Fofana finds James. Just 5 yards inside of our half. Goes back to Thiago Silva to go left-hand side to Cucurella. Cucurella finds Chilwell. Comes off the byline. Inside to Kova. Back to Cucurella. This is all well and good, but we're not doing nothing going forward. Kepa, Silva. Wide right is Fofana being pressed by Rodrigo. Or Vinicius, sorry. Plays it to Conte. Plays it wide right to James. Back to Conte. And we give the ball away. And it's Alaba. Finds Rodrigo. Dead centre. Looking for a ball inside. And well done for Fofana. He steps in front of Benzema. And we come away with Cucurella. Trying to find a ball over the top. He's found Felix. Wide left now, Sterling. We're in behind. Sterling driving forward, up against Militao. Takes him on. And Militao gets his body in the way, supported by Carvajal. And then Courtois comes and collects the ball. Unlucky. But he's on his favourite left-hand side, Sterling. Anyway, Madrid come forward with it. Halfway inside their own half, they're walking. Valverde, Modric, Toni Kroos, all involved. Bottom of the centre circle. Chelsea pushed up high. Ball over the top, looking for the run, and they've got in behind. Rodrigo's in behind. Gets inside the penalty box. Goes down right on the edge of it. And Chilwell's got a red card. Chilwell pulled him back on the edge of the penalty box, in behind, and Chilwell's got a straight red. And he knows it, and he's just walked straight off the pitch, Chilwell. So Chilwell misses the second game. Gone from bad to worse. Chelsea push up. So Cucurella pushes up with Rodrigo, and then he spins behind him. The ball goes over the top. Chilwell comes round the cover, and he pulls his arm back just outside the penalty box. He's grabbed him. He's pulled his arm back. It's a definite foul. It's a definite red card. And Rodrigo's doing all this to the supporters as well. So Chelsea down to 10 men. Now you've got to change it, Frank. You've got to go 4-4-1 for me. 4 at the back, 4 in midfield with 2 wingers, 1 up front. And just go for it. Or do you just sit on what you got and hope they don't score another one? Anyway, Real Madrid have got a free kick here, and it's right-hand side of centre. It's 20 metres from goal. And you've got the left foot of Rodrigo over it. Time to hold on for 30 minutes. Chelsea's wall consists of Fofana, Silva, and others. Benzema's over it. Right-hand side of centre. Cucurella's lying down behind the wall. Felix, Fofana, Silva, Reece James in the wall. Rodrigo's over it. Is it Rodrigo? It isn't. Who is it? They shoot low down. It's Alaba who takes it. Why is a centre-back taking their free kick? He plays it straight to Kepa. On his far post, collects it nice and simple. No danger. Chelsea down to 10 men, away to one of the La Liga teams in Spain. When's this happened before? Could we relive a moment like that again? Where's your Ramirez run and dink over the goalkeeper? Anyway, Real Madrid, Chelsea possession's gone all the way through to Courtois. They play it out to his left-hand side, Modric. They're just going to make the pitch big now. Chelsea's got to be defensively disciplined. The Toni Kroos has gone beyond Conte. Conte's fouled him. Did he win the ball? No. He took Toni Kroos out. No booking. Anyway, free kick to Real Madrid. Left-hand side here. Little dink ball inside to Camavinga from Modric. He's 25 yards from goal. Plays it square. We camped inside of our half now. We're just going to keep working, Chelsea. Toni Kroos. Vinicius. Outside the penalty box to Camavinga. Tries to strong arm Reece James. Reece James holds him off. Out of play for a Chelsea goal kick. Well done, James. He tried to give him one of them and James just stood up and just went, hold on a minute. Don't even bother. Well done, James. Done really well with that. So got to make changes, Frank. You need... he was sold out by Cucurella's run, I think. Cucurella went forward with a run. He just had to hold his position. Anyway, Chelsea got to come up with something. Kepa, long goal kick, over halfway. Guess what? Real Madrid win the header. It comes to Kovacic, launches it high. They head it back. Fofana heads it back across into their half, and then Toni Kroos finds Reece James. Thiago Silva has to step in because Valverde's trying to win it. And then we bring it down with Kovacic, but then they win it with Modric. Little 1-2s, gives and goes, and well done. Vinicius has gone down. He's saying he's been caught by Reece James, and he wasn't. Fofana plays a 1-2 with Conte, and he's away for Fofana. Been brought down by Camavinga, who's booked. The referee says he won the ball. Anyway, they play it forward left-hand side now. Modric, inside of our half. Up towards the edge of our penalty box. Little dink ball outside of his foot to the back post. Cleared away by Chelsea. And then Valverde gives it away to Conte. Finds Reece James. Looking for an out ball. He's got one inside to Fofana, who finds Kova. Wide left is Cucurella now. Up to over halfway. He's got Sterling on his outside. Just over halfway and gives him the ball. Back inside is Kovacic. Inside their half. Centre circle. Enzo and Kova. Little 1-2s. Back out to Cucurella. Back to Enzo. Chelsea sort of look like got no option at the minute. Cucurella up the line. Inside to Sterling. Driving forward Sterling. Cucurella. One more to Sterling. Edge of the penalty box left-hand side. Trying to come inside. Read by Toni Kroos, who steps in, wins the ball off of him. Then plays it back to Carvajal. Back to Kroos, who plays it inside the penalty box to Militao. Under pressure from Conte and just gets it away. Camavinga. So Camavinga driving forward. Over halfway. Plays the ball left-hand side to Vinicius. And Reece James slips and he's away. Driving inside of our penalty box. Fofana stands strong. He lays it off. He just back heels it into the path of Camavinga. And Camavinga volleys it. He launches it over the bar for Chelsea goal kick. Yeah. Look a bit red, didn't I? Well done for Fofana. Done very well there. But Camavinga on Conte. He's booked already. He had to win the ball and he just about did. Chelsea changes. 2 of them. Kai Havertz is on for Sterling. And Chalobah's coming on. Havertz comes on. And Chalobah comes on for João Felix. So, that means the back three is restored. Cucurella will go left wing back. So, Havertz now is the main man up top with a supporting cast in midfield. So, it's a 3-5-1 formation. Goal kick already. Chelsea have done well with it because Havertz has won it. He's up the line, but he's now offside apparently. But we've now got someone to aim to with the goal kicks. Kai Havertz has put himself about already and wins the first one. So anyway, we've still got some subs to make if we need to. Havertz does well against Camavinga. Anyway, Madrid play the ball cross from left to right and driving forward. Halfway inside of our half now. Benzema lays it off to Valverde. To Rodrigo. Back to Valverde. Being pushed and pressed. So we go back to Militao. Kroos finds Camavinga. Vinicius up against Reece James. Thinks twice and goes back to Camavinga. Back to halfway to Alaba. Centre circle is... Who is that? Modric, I think it was. Valverde. Chelsea doing well to press Madrid. Havertz is all over. Carvajal, he's had to go back to Courtois. Well done, Havertz. Just work your arse off for half an hour. So we got to do. Anyway, Courtois is able to find Toni Kroos. Chelsea backing off. Kroos 10 yards inside of our half. Left-hand side of centre. Gives it to Camavinga. Ball inside to Benzema, who drops off deep to collect it. And plays it one more right to Carvajal. Looking for an out ball. He hasn't got one to go square. Back towards the top of the centre circle to Toni Kroos. Chelsea defensively well. Again, 5-3-1. In that formation defensively. Forcing them wide. And they've done so. They're going out to come back in. Modric is on the left-hand side. He's on the right-hand side. Plays a loose ball to Toni Kroos and Conte got out there to meet him. And the balls had to go all the way in front of the benches, which Camavinga collects. Vinicius lays the ball off to Toni Kroos. Camavinga on the byline with the width of our level with our penalty box, I should say. But Chelsea do well with Reece James and Conte to force them backwards. Modric, halfway inside of our half, plays the ball wide right. Carvajal lays the ball off to Militao, who's pushing forward as well now. He plans to play the ball back because Chelsea are pressing well to Alaba, who finds Camavinga. Halfway inside of our half again. Chelsea shuffle across. Camavinga comes inside up against Conte. Goes square to Valverde. One more. Finds Militao. Cross comes in. Headed away by Chalobah. Militao collects a loose ball. Carvajal. Back to Militao. Wide right is Valverde. Ball inside is Modric. Trying to find a little dink ball inside. Blocked away by Enzo. And Kante come away with it. And he's evaded 2 challenges but can't beat the 3rd one. Madrid win it back again. Benzema looking for a 1-2. Chelsea do well to shut it down. We win it back. Kovacic collects it. Kante. Wide left is Cucurella. Halfway inside of our half. Looking for an out ball. He's got a ball inside to Kova. Loses it. Modric finds Rodrigo. Trying to get crossing. And Chalobah done really well to come out and block it. And Kepa falls on it. Well done. It's only 1 at the minute. Doing well Chelsea defensively at the moment. But they've got to do well in possession. Not good enough with the ball, Chelsea, tonight. Really, really not good enough. But well on Chalobah. Done really well. To be fair, Kovacic worked hard to get back in and make amends. Asensio's coming on for Real Madrid. Anyway, the play cuts to Valverde taking out Enzo Fernandez. It's a Chelsea free kick. Deep inside our own half on the right-hand side. I'd put Modric on, do you know that, for his pace, and just play long balls over the top to him all day long. That's what I'll do the whole time. The last 20 minutes of this game. Get him to running behind them 2 defenders because they're not quickest. Anyway, Chelsea free kick. Fofana's underneath it. Launches it looking for Kai Havertz in the right wing position. He wins it and heads it inside to Kante and he's gone down. Kante collects it, driving towards the penalty box. Real Madrid get it away as far as Enzo. Halfway inside their half now. James. Ball inside to Enzo. Been shut down by Rodrigo. Pulled him back. Chelsea free kick. Right inside of centre, 30 yards from goal. It's actually Vinicius who fouled him. Taken quickly. Kante finds Havertz right hand side. Lays it off to Reece James. James. Ball towards the byline to Havertz. Plays it across goal. Nobody's in there. And Alaba puts it out for a corner. There was no one there. So Rudiger's coming on, and so is Asensio from Madrid. So Chelsea corner will be taken by Reece James, but they want to do a substitution first. So coming off 21 is Rodrigo coming off for Asensio. He was supposed to be the main man, wasn't he? Asensio, he's on a bit of a low. And again, so is Eden Hazard. And Rudiger comes on for Camavinga. Who's going to play left back? Anyway, corner to Chelsea. Big chance here. Fofana's a danger. Reece James with the corner. Can't beat the near post. Kante heads it back looking for him, but it's been won by Carvajal. Plays it forward to Vinicius. Covered off by Cucurella. Well done. The free kicks have got to be better. Corners have got to be better. You've got to go to the penalty spot, not near post every time. Poor from James, I've got to say. The rarity. So it looks like Alaba's playing left back. So Rudiger gets his first touch and goes right-hand side to Militao. One of the Real Madrid players, is he down there? He's doing his boots up. Toni Kroos collects it inside his own half and plays it inside of our half, left-hand side to Alaba. Lays it off to Modric. Chelsea line astern. Havertz. Kroos turns away from him. Little triangles with Valverde and Modric. Plays it out to right-hand side to Carvajal. Cucurella shuts him down. Militao. Back wide right now. Who's popped up out there? Valverde. Collects it. All inside to Asensio. Little 1-2s. Little triangles. Going backwards to come forwards. Benzema collects it. Modric. Halfway inside of our half. Wide left now is Alaba. Little dink ball to Vinicius. Back inside to Benzema. Left hand side is Alaba. Benzema spins off and runs towards the penalty spot. Alaba held up by James, who's forced him backwards. But he's done well to turn James. He's played it inside to Kroos. Vinicius towards the penalty spot. Shot deflected, or the cross deflected away by Cucurella. Goes out for a corner. Corner to Real Madrid from our right-hand side, their left wing. Who blocked it? Cucurella did well to beat Asensio to the ball and get the ball away. Well done, Cucurella. 1-0. We're down to 10 men. It's 2-0. The corner. We're seeing a replay of the play. For God's sake, the Spanish coverage is just shit. We're seeing a replay of the play that leads up to the corner. It cuts back to the live match feed. And all I see is the ball go out to the edge of our penalty box, left side of it, of the D. And that man, Asensio, steps up and smacks it first time, drills it low. So the corner's taken by Modric to Cruz to Vinicius, and he plays it back to the edge of the box, and Cucurella doesn't get there, and he walks onto it, Asensio, left foot, and he scores inside the near post and beats Kepa. They play a little ball inside, outside, inside, back out, and Real Madrid score, and it's 2-0. And Ancelotti's doing this because he knows how important that goal is. They're such a good team. They've got such good understanding. Anyway, 3 Chelsea changes. 2 more Chelsea changes are coming. Who are they? I'm too busy looking at fucking Asensio. I don't want to see him. So Gallagher and Mason Mount are coming on. Conte's gone off for Conor Gallagher. He's having words with Reece James straight away, Gallagher. So he's on. And Thiago Silva's coming off. So 4 at the back. So Fofana and Chalobah. And Thiago Silva's walking off. Doesn't look happy. But he's coming off for Mason Mount. So, bit of dynamism in midfield now. The Silva walks off and does this to the bench. Not good. Anyway, we've gone to a back 4. So, Reece James done well. Playing line looking for Havertz. Trying to pin Rudiger, and he's done it. Havertz has won it off of him. Well done. Holds him up. Lays it inside to Gallagher, who turns one challenge and goes down. The referee says play on. Can't believe it. Madrid come forward, and Chelsea with Fofana win it back. Chelsea win the ball back. Kovacic finds Havertz. He's got Gallagher to his right-hand side. He's got Mount going forward as well. Gallagher collects it. Plays it to Enzo. Trying to find a ball inside to Gallagher's run. Gallagher hesitated with his run. Goes straight through to Courtois. Chelsea attacking the game now with 10 men, which sounds ridiculous. Anyway, Madrid with runners from midfield everywhere. Over halfway, play a ball wide left, looking for Vinicius. Reece James is after it, gets a foot in front of Vinicius to get it away for a Real Madrid throw-in. Taking quickly to Benzema. Ball inside to Modric. Does a step over and beats Fernandes. Out to the left-hand side, edge of our penalty box to Benzema. Back on the edge to Toni Kroos. Line up a shot, blocked by Kovacic. Well done. Over halfway. Chelsea are pushing back or dropping off too deep. We've got to push up a little bit further. Easy for Madrid at the minute to come forward. Valverde over halfway. Wide left is Modric now. Halfway inside of our half, goes 12 yards forward. Alaba drills across low towards the penalty box. Penalty spot drilled away by Chalobah. Modric to take the throw in. Takes it and gives it to Valverde. Lays it wide left to Alaba, the left back. Crosses it towards the back of the penalty box. Held away by Mason Mount. Collected by Asensio. Militao finds Carvajal. Met by Cucurella. And Mount. Mount's caught him off the ball. And Mount's got booked for it and all. Is he getting booked? Mount slipped and fell over and caught Carvajal. It's a free kick. Carvajal's in a lot of pain. Oh, Mount's done him. Mount's gone in with his foot up and he's caught him high on his shin. If this goes VAR, he's going to get a red card, Mason Mount. He's showing a goal again. Quick corner taken to Toni Kroos. On the corner of the penalty box. Plays it inside the penalty box, left-hand side of it. Just inside of it to Vinicius. As we go out to him, he plays it towards the edge. Cucurella can't get over Asensio, who drills it bottom left corner inside the near post. Kepa can't get there. Anyway, it's only 2-0. Nothing's happened from that challenge. And they take the free kick quickly. Held away by collected again by Madrid. Wide right on our left-hand side now. Kroos inside to Asensio. Shoots from distance. This time it goes wide. Pressed by Chelsea as he had his shot. Enzo is out to him. Forced him to take the shot early. And he put it wide. So look, I think it's 4-4-1, like I said, from Frank. So Kepa to take the goal kick. Taking his time, as you can imagine. Goes left-hand side, to Fofana. To James. Back to Fofana under pressure. Finds Kepa being shut down. Launches it to left-hand side and they win it back with Carvajal. Asensio, Carvajal, level the edge of our penalty box. Plays the ball inside to Asensio. Modric turns Gallagher. One more to Alaba. One more to Vinicius. Outside of our penalty box, left corner. Up against Enzo and Gallagher. And Gallagher comes away with the ball. Well done. Up the line to Havertz. Ball inside to Enzo. Flick forward to Kovacic and Havertz on his bike. Kovacic finds Gallagher right wing and finds Havertz. He's had to stop his run to be offside. Plays it off of the covering defender, which was Toni Kroos. Out for a Chelsea throw-in. Just over halfway, right-hand side. Bit of urgency from Chelsea. So throw-in's taken short to Kovacic, pressed by Modric. Goes back to Fofana, deep inside of our own half, and he goes back to Kepa. Back to Fofana, being pressed by Modric. To Reece James up the byline. Back to Fofana, being pressed by Modric again. Back to Kepa, who tries to volley it clear, and they've made a mess of trying to win it. And we've picked up the ball and played it up to halfway to Havertz. Holds the ball up just inside of our half and turns this right-hand side with Rudiger. Rudiger does one of his challenges where he dives in and wins it off a Havertz. Chelsea throw-in 10 yards inside of their half. Modric coming off for Ceballos. Come on, Chelsea. They're reacting to our subs, I think. Put a bit more legs in there. Anyway, Chelsea throwing. Reece James to take it. He's got Havertz square and Enzo. Gives it back to him. James rides the challenge from Valverde. Drives up the line. Plays the ball inside to Gallagher. Driving towards the byline. Gallagher has to hold it up. Does well. Finds James. Tries to play it back inside, but shut down by Ceballos straight away. And it's a Chelsea throwing halfway inside the Madrid half. Chelsea doing all right at the minute since they made the change. Mount drops in. So does Havertz. Enzo collects it from James. Tries to find him again. Goes out of play. This time further back towards the halfway line. Another Chelsea throw-in. Honestly, I'll put Modric on. I'll just say long balls over the top to him all the time. Everybody else sit in midfield, just launch it over to him. Chelsea take the throw-in short to Kovacic. He's lost it to Asensio. But he's done well to win it back, or try to win it back, but Ceballos comes away with it. Holds up the ball. 25 yards from our byline. Chelsea do well to force them backwards. Asensio collects it. Plays it back to Toni Kroos inside the centre circle with Valverde. Kroos works it out to his left-hand side. Little dummy from one, and Chelsea win it. And it's gone back to Chalobah. Plays it left-hand side to Cucurella. Kovacic. Little flick pass beyond the challenge to Enzo. He's got a ball to the right-hand side. It's Reece James. Got some space. But a loose touch from him. He has to come back inside and hold the ball up a bit. And now Fernandes swings the ball wide left, looking for Cucurella. Under pressure straight away from Carvajal. Forcing back inside of our half. But supported by Chalobah. And who's that shutting him down? Valverde. Back to Kepa. And Kepa Ceballos loses it. And Kai Havertz picks the ball up. Mason Mount now. Forward to Cucurella. Driving forward. It's been taken out. Cucurella by... Who's that on the right-hand side? He just took him out. Carvajal. Carvajal's moaning about the Mason Mount challenge. No, it's Militao. Militao just took Cucurella out. Cucurella's beaten with him. He was going left-hand side. And Militao just took him out. 25 yards from goal. Just barged straight into him and did this. Arms up straight away. He knew exactly what he was doing, a dirty little shitbag. Anyway, Chelsea have got a free kick. But Toni Kroos is now coming off for Real Madrid. They're putting legs in. Is it Tuchumeni coming on? It might be. Yeah. Tuchumeni's coming on. Definitely putting legs in their midfield now. Reacting to Mason Mount and Conor Gallagher. And Havertz. Anyway, Chelsea free kick. Opportunity here. Enzo's over it. It's 25 yards from goal. It's the width for the penalty box. That's how wide it is. Fofana, Havertz, Chalobah in there. Cross comes in too low. Headed away at the near post. Back to Enzo, who collects it. Takes on the Real Madrid player up the line. But loses possession. Enzo's saying it's a Chelsea throw. The referee's giving it the other way, of course. Of course he has. Honestly. We need to make it hostile for them next week in Stamford Bridge. Big time. They're diving about everywhere. Anyway, they're throwing deep. They play the ball from right to left, and they just about get away with it. Reece James has sold himself, and they're away. They've got 3 men over this left-hand side. Ceballos, Vinicius, greedy. He's got Benzema to his left, and he ignored him, and he took the shot on, but he was shut down by Fofana and Chalobah, and he deflected the shot into Kepa's arms, and Benzema's wide open left-hand side. Cucurella plays it inside to Kovacic, deep inside of our half to Enzo. Kova has to turn away from a challenge of Valverde. Finds Mount, who gives the ball away. But then Real Madrid do. Cucurella has to track back in to get the ball. In fact, it's Kovacic. Finds Chalobah. Gives it back to Kepa under immense pressure, but well done, Chalobah. Makes an angle for the pass. Finds him, finds Fofana. Finds James. He tries to flick it back inside nonchalantly, and he loses possession. Fofana's now got to go back towards his own byline, and now Kepa launches it to halfway. Rudiger beats Havertz, but can only find Mason Mount. Mount collects it. He's got Cucurella wide left, wide open. He finds him. Great ball, Mason Mount. Oh, it's gone out of play. Unlucky. Great idea. Cucurella was wide open. Anyway, Real Madrid throwing 15 yards inside their own half. They take it back to Militao, the dirty shitbag. Such a dirty git he is. Honestly, gets away with murder. Valverde driving over halfway, occupying 2 players, Kovacic and Cucurella, up towards the edge of our box and lays it out to the right-hand side. Carvajal gets... Oh, he's just hit. He's off. Carvajal's got a red card. He's got a yellow card. How is that a yellow card? He lost possession from Cucurella. And what's happened here? He didn't get the free kick. He got a little tap. So he didn't punch him. He just kicked out at Cucurella. So Cucurella, when he won the ball, he caught him on the ankle. He's already been on his shin. He got caught by Mason Mount. So as Cucurella goes beyond him, he's kicked Cucurella and pulled him back at the same time, and he's got booked for it. So Kovacic is complaining, saying, how's that not a red card? And now he's got booked, Kovacic, for complaining. Fucking referees in this stadium. Good. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Anyway, Kepa launches a long free kick high inside their half to the byline. Havertz wins it. They win second ball, but it comes out to Cucurella. Gallagher on the byline. Takes on a Real Madrid defender. Wins the throw-in off of Asensio. Chelsea throw-in. High inside their half. Level the edge of the penalty box. Cucurella to Havertz. Gets it back. Cucurella looking for a ball and finds Gallagher. Enzo. collects it. James asking for the ball. When he tries to find it, he does. Reece James, corner penalty box. Alaba comes out to meet him. James holds it up and finds Enzo, who's been just pushed off the ball by Alaba. It's a Chelsea free kick, high inside their half again. Well done, Enzo. Actually, Vinicius who made the foul. This dude cries like a bitch if he goes over, but when he gets a free kick given against him, he can't understand it, Vinicius. He's a dirty shit and all. Honestly, I can't stand Real Madrid. They're a good footballing team, an outstanding footballing team, but they're fucking shitbags. All of them. Dirty, fucking diving arseholes. Anyway, Enzo to take the free kick. Lampard's up, giving instructions. Saying middle. It's middle for fuck's sake, we just said. Reece James takes it, launches it, drifts the ball inside the penalty box. Cleared by Real Madrid. Enzo beats Vinicius to it. Flicks it off of Vinicius. It's a Chelsea throw-in. Right in front of Lampard. Reece James to take it. Up the line to Havertz, who makes himself available. Up against Rudiger. Holds it up. Gives it to James. Back to Enzo. 35 yards from goal. Back to James. Holds up the challenge off of Vinicius to Enzo. Back to James. Looking for the ball inside. But they covered it off with Alaba. And now Vinicius plays a long raking ball. Looking for the run of Asensio. They find him. Benzema spins off. But well done, Cucurella. Goes to challenge him and blocks him off for making that pass. Asensio holding the ball up. 10 yards inside of, literally I'd say, top of the centre circle. They're holding up possession. Play it left-hand side to Alaba. Vinicius up against Gallagher. Inside, Ceballos. Left-hand side, Alaba. Cross comes in, deflected by Gallagher, straight down the arms of Kepa. Chelsea done all right defensively. Just going forward, there was nothing. Anyway, Chalobah plays it to Kovacic. Back to Kepa, being pressed by Benzema at this time of the game. Plays it to Reece James, but over his head. Straight out of play for a Real Madrid throw-in, 10 yards inside our own half. Just launch it to Kai Havertz. He's won every single ball that's been given to him so far. Anyway, Real Madrid take it short. Backwards. Alaba collects it. Front of Ancelotti. Back to Ceballos, to Benzema, back to Rudiger. Inside his own half, square of him is Vinicius, or Tukameni, sorry. Alaba, Benzema, left-hand side. Chelsea defensively all right at the minute. Vinicius, Tukameni, little back heel, little flick, little trick to Ceballos, Tukameni. And now Reece James goes to clatter him because he's done a little trick. Force them back towards the centre circle. Little ball inside, they got a runner. Asensio, up towards the edge of the penalty box. Outside of him's Carvajal. Pulls it to the penalty spot. Well done, Chalobah's position was great. Clears it. We find Kai Havertz driving forward, but you've got three Real Madrid players coming back to cover off. And as he turns inside, they just go and take the ball off him. Can't build anything, Chelsea, with 10 men. Anyway, Benzema, Ceballos, 10 yards inside of our half, left-hand side. It's got to run up the line. It's Alaba. Collects the ball, 5 yards from the byline. Cross comes in. Kepa palms it away to Benzema. Can only head it over the bar. Chance for Madrid. 5 minutes of injury time. We're already a minute into it. Conor Gallagher there. He's playing on the right-hand side here. And he got done by the 1-2 and just was walking back. Not busting the gut to get back here. We've got to come up with something different second leg, and I'm going to be away in Spain. And we're watching this in Palma, in a bar, with Spanish people, with my Chelsea gear on, proudly. Anyway, our goal kick. Havertz can't win the first ball. Gallagher wins the second ball, then Kovacic wins it, and then finds Enzo, and then Madrid just launch it to Kepa, who collects it. Rolls it outside of his penalty box, Kepa, and plays it out wide right to Fofana. Finds Kovacic, he finds Enzo. Turns away from one challenge, but then loses possession. And it does well to win it back. Wide left is Cucurella. Up towards the edge of their penalty box. Cucurella tries to play a ball square. Rudiger just put one on Kai Havertz. The ball come in, and Havertz, the ball had gone, Rudiger comes out and he shoulder barges Havertz off the ball. Just let him know he's there. He's a soddony. Anyway, we still got possession. Kovacic, Enzo, high inside thereafter, Havertz. Cucurella, level the edge of the penalty box byline. Cross comes in deflected. Mason Mount. Oh, it's been saved. Oh my God. Who made the challenge? I think it was Rudiger. It was Rudiger. One chance. The ball was played in. Mount, one touch, left foot, shoots towards the far post, and Rudiger flies in from nowhere and challenges Mason Mount and stands above him and gives him a great big shout. Remember Rudiger's challenge in the Champions League final against Madrid? Against Man City? Same. Honestly, big chance for Chelsea that with Mason Mount, and it was going. From the angle you can see it was going in. Courtois was beat, and Rudiger got there. Unlucky. Just shows you can open them up. Second leg, long way to go. Anyway, got a minute and a half to go. My clock is so slow, it doesn't take the normal time. Anyway, Vinicius comes inside, edge of our penalty box, working their way forward. Madrid, Chelsea working hard defensively. It's come out to Carvajal. Cross comes in, penalty box. Fofana heads it away. Mount under pressure does well to hold it up, and then Real Madrid win it back, and Militao collects it halfway inside of our half, right inside the centre. Plays it right inside, straight out of play for Chelsea throw-in. I'm going to take our time as much as we can to get the ball and just kill the clock. Anyway, we've taken it quickly. Kovacic, wide right to Reece James. Over halfway, or he's held up by Ceballos. Fofana's, I nearly lost it from Benzema, but got away with it. James, over halfway line, holds the ball up. Flicks it off Vinicius for Chelsea throwing right on the halfway line. Anyway, we've done well with Gallagher from the throw-in. Back to Chalobah. Wide left to centre is Fernandez, Cucurella. Back inside to Enzo, but he's lost possession to Kameni. But Kovacic mops up. And the referee blows the full-time whistle. So full-time whistle, Real Madrid 2, Chelsea 0. The red card had an effect, obviously, on what we could do with the game. But we had a plan which looked it was working all right in the beginning of the game. Madrid bossed the last half hour of the first half and got their goal. And then got their goal second half from a well-worked corner where they sucked us in. The corner literally goes from Modric to the corner 6-yard box to Toni Kroos. And then played slightly inside to Vinicius, who thinks he's going to run in towards the byline and cross it in. So Chelsea come out to him. And they take their eyes off the players who are waiting outside the box. They play the ball back, Vinicius, back to the edge. And Asensio scores to make it 2. So, it's only 2. But we say that, but we need to score goals. And we got to come up with something different in the home leg at Stamford Bridge next week on the Tuesday. Just a reminder, I'm away. I actually land in Spain that day. I'm going to try and find the bar where we're staying and see if the game's on. And if it's on, and if they've got Wi-Fi, I will try to stream my reactions to the game. God knows. Anyway, Rudiger's talking to Reece James about something, and James is just sort of standing there. But anyway, Frank Lampard and the players go and applaud the Chelsea fans. But Chelsea had their moments. We had three moments in that game. And unfortunately, it's been the story of our season. The first one was 2 minutes in. Madrid pushing forwards. So everyone forward, and we hit them on the counter-attack, and we played a ball over their defensive line, which was 10 yards inside of our half. And João Felix, inside of our half when he started his run, as the ball got played over the top, he was away. And he got driven to the right-hand side of centre by Militao. And with that, he had his shot covered off by Courtois. Next after that, we had I'd say in that second half, towards the end of in the first half, towards the end of that first half, a good move down the right-hand side. Conte drives forward, right-hand side of centre, plays the ball outside of him to Reece James, who drives forward, edge of the penalty box, first time cross comes in towards the near post, and Sterling's on it, and he beats Militao to it, flicks it towards goal, and out, just unbelievable save from Courtois. And then the third moment in the game for us, which we should have taken, was the chance there from Mason Mount, blocked by Rudiger with a late challenge from absolutely nowhere. So you do create chance against Real Madrid. You just have to defend against their movement and their passing. So, guys, there's no Chelsea staff pub tonight because I'm still working Singapore training. So I'm up at 4 a.m. in the morning, which is 6 hours from now. And so, yeah. So, guys, I will be back with you doing live match commentary. The next game on TV soon. But for the meantime, for the Real Madrid game, I will keep you posted. So to make sure you keep an eye on the community section on this channel homepage. And I'll keep you updated on what I'm going to do with the game. If I can find myself a stream or find myself the game on the pub, I'll try and get a Wi-Fi stream going or something like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Unfortunate night for us. It's only 2-0. We're well in this game. But had 3 good chances, didn't take any of them. Story of our season. But Madrid are worth their 2-goal lead. Let's just say that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great evening the rest of your week. Hopefully we beat Brighton at the weekend. And I'll see you on Tuesday in some capacity. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. See you next time.